Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's Kyle O'Hare, and today I'm bringing you the most cursed UFC 328 predictions. Khamzat Chimaev versus Strickland. Don't say a dang word about my hair right now. I am deep into a fight camp. I haven't got a haircut in a while. Haven't shaved. I got double black eyes. My lips busted. All right, listen. I'm trying to pay the bills over here. Okay. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, so I can make more money. All right, let's get right into this. So let me make this full screen. So we have the UFC 328, and that's going to be tomorrow in New York, New Jersey. I should have went to this, actually. If I wasn't in a fight camp, I probably would have gone, but I'm trying to, be the best athlete I could be. But let's start off with these predictions. I'm on a little bit of a bad streak right now, so maybe use this to go against me. Yeah, I don't know. I have slight brain damage right now. Again, I'm in the middle of a camp. So let's start off Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Achu. Sorry. I don't know if that was okay or acceptable. Not gonna lie, no clue who this dude is. He's lost to Loner Kavanaugh, lost to Durden, lost to Alamabayev, and I've heard of who does Cody? What's this dude Clayton Carpenter done? I've recognized him. He's lost to Philo, lost to Ulanbekov, and beat Rocha. Okay, cool. So Clayton's a slight underdog. I'm not going to lie. Don't got too much ball knowledge on this fight. I'm just going to take the favorite here. We're going to go with Jose Achu. All right. Next, we have Bassinger Susurkaev. I think I said that right. Versus DeJordan Santos. Basinger, this is literally a layup fight for him. We all know. If you watch fighting, you know how good this dude is and how dangerous he is. Got a submission finish last year, and then in November got a knockout. He looks really good. He's a funny guy. He looks like he has a laid-back personality. Yeah, he's a dangerous fella. Minus 700, you know what to do. Throw him in the parlay for a finish. That's simple money. Pat Sabatini versus William Gomis. Pat Sabatini follows me on Instagram, so I'm going to be super biased right here. I actually like Pat Sabatini. I think that he has a really good submission game. I really like his grappling. I mean, he beat Chepe, and I think Chepe was really good. If you watch his fundamentals, I think Chepe is a really high-level fighter, and he's fought some of the best. He's fought Diego Lopez, and he's fought Chepe, who I think is an elite fighter. I don't know. You could call me out on that if you don't think Chepe is an elite fighter, but if you actually watch his fundamentals, you know that he is great. This isn't a Chepe Cope video, okay? I'm going to go with Pat Sabatini. I think that Williams good. I think that he has pretty good striking, but look at this. Decision split, decision unanimous. He got a KO, decision split, decision unanimous. Dude's a decision merchant, always going to decisions. I can see Pat Sabatini getting a submission finish here. Next, we have Roman Kopylov versus Marco Tulio. Sorry if I didn't say that right, but he lost to Chris Duncan in his last fight. Beat Tresean Gore, who looked really good in his last fight, so this aged well. And then beat Taira. This guy won the Ultimate Fighter, didn't he? Or something like that. He did DWCS, something like that. Not gonna lie, I don't really remember this guy fighting, but I do know Roman Kopylov, and I think that Roman Kopylov is a very dangerous striker. I love watching him fight. He's had some really memorable KOs for me. He's also gotten won me a lot of money, is what I was trying to say. But he did lose to RoboCop last time. I picked Roman Kopylov, I remember, in his last fight. Lost to Paulo Costa, beat Chris Curtis. So I mean, he's only lost to really the top of the creme de la creme of the division. I think that this could be a bounce back spot. He's the underdog because he's dropped a few, but I know how dangerous he is, and I think he could use this as a bounce back spot. Next, we have the battle of the Unks going on. We got Jared Gordon versus Jim Miller. Jim Miller has literally fought 1,000 times in the UFC. That's actually kind of ridiculous. And he's never missed weight. I just saw it. Never missed weight. And Jared Gordon, who arguably has one of the biggest robberies of all time by losing to Paddy Pimblett. Listen, I had Paddy Pimblett in a parlay to win a lot of money in this fight, and I thought for sure it was chalked. But yeah, Paddy won that fight. And then Jared Gordon, he trains with some of the best. He trains at Killcliff, I believe. I know that he's always working hard. He's got a good social media presence. I think that he's gonna win. He's just a little bit fresher, a little bit younger. I think he's a better fighter than Jim Miller. Jim Miller's just old. Let's keep it a bean. Yeah, give me Jared Gordon minus 310. Throw him in a parlay. This fight's really cool. Rebecki, Mateus, I don't know. Rebecki versus Grant Dawson. Who does he fought recently? He's fought Ludovic Klein, Duncan, and Orlabi. This fight was good, and yeah, I remember this guy has really good fights. He has really good striking. He's very aggressive, very mean puncher. He's like a guy that you would enjoy watching because of the violence. But you have a guy in Grant Dawson that he has 13 wins by submission. All right. And usually when you're going up against you got the submission specialist versus the knockout specialist, not even a knockout. I mean, you could see that decision, KO, submission, KO. I mean, his last 3 fights have gone to decision. Doesn't mean I very well think he can finish Grant Dawson, but I think that Grant Dawson uses his wrestling to get to a submission, kind of slow down the striking of Rebecki since it's so dangerous. I know that Grant Dawson's going to be looking to get to that takedown. Next, we have Joel Alvarez versus Yaroslav Amosov from Ukraine. Where have I seen this guy? Who has he fought? Okay, he beat Neil Magny by submission. Not gonna lie, don't really remember this guy. This guy isn't like popping up on the front of my memory bank. And I do know Joel Oliveras though. Alvarez. It's the CTE guys. I'm taking a lot of headshots this camp. He beat Vicente Luque, beat Draker close, beat Brenner. I mean, he's just tearing through the division. The only guy he lost to that I could see recently is Arman Saryukian. I think that he's very good. He's a very good striker. I like the way that his body positioning is a lot of the time when he's striking. He's a very dangerous guy, but he also has 17 wins by submission, 14 first-round finishes. This guy knows how to finish fights, 5 wins by knockouts. He's a finisher. The finisher. Simple as that. Almost all of his fights have been finishes. And I really like that. I know the guy's from Ukraine, so he's probably dealing with some war trauma. And yeah, I don't know. I could see this. I mean, last fight ended in a round 1 submission. I don't know. I could see this fight ending in the first round, but I'm going to kind of lean Joel just because of the submission prowess, and I think that he's a really good striker as well. Plus 145, so a little chicken on the underdog. Next, we have Ateba Godier versus Ozzy Diaz. I mean, what are they going to give this guy someone who could actually fight back? I mean, this last guy gave him a little bit of a run for his money. He fought back a little bit. Ateba looked like he kind of got tired and lost like that predator feel to him, like that invincible feel. But still, every single fight he's been at least a minus 700 favorite. Kind of ridiculous. He's fighting Ozzy Diaz, this brown shirt, gray sweatpants. If you know the reference, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's no other way to put this. Ateba's gonna knock this dude out. Look at him. Look at this haircut. Bizarre. All right, next. Moving on to Bobby Green. I'm not calling him King Green. I'm not. And Jeremy Stevens. Jeremy Stevens he missed weight by 4 pounds. That's kind of a big deal. He's been fighting for forever. A little older. I like Jeremy Stevens, but you know he's lost his last 3, and then yeah, he's been fighting for a long time, but he's not on the greatest streak. And Bobby Green just keeps on proving people wrong. He beat Zellhuber, which I thought he had 0 chance of doing. He beat Gibson, which I thought he was going to win that fight, but he beat Zellhuber, which I thought he had no chance of doing. Trust me, I put money on Zellhuber. So I think that Bobby Green's kind of just going to show his speed. He's going to keep this on the feed and pick him apart on the outside. I could see Bobby Green just kind of taking this home in a decision fashion or a knockout. Next, very interesting fight here. We have a striker versus a grappler. This is like bread and butter, striker versus grappler. We have a very dangerous Joaquin Buckley who hasn't fought in a minute, I feel like. Yeah, last time he fought was June of last year against Kamaru Usman, where Kamaru Usman looked like his knees were about to break on every step, and he still lost. He still beat Joaquin Buckley. And then, he had the Wonder Boy fight, which he looked really good in. Yeah, I mean, Joaquin Buckley is obviously a very explosive guy who is dangerous, but he doesn't really set up his strikes too well, and I think that he's going to put himself out of position with his looping hooks. The problem with fighting such a dangerous grappler is that you can't really throw as much hooks as you want to and as explosive as you want to because it leaves you very vulnerable to getting taken down. And I kind of think that that's what's going to happen. Every time Joaquin Buckley is going to try to explode, Sean Brady's going to take advantage, take his ass to the ground, and he's going to take advantage of him, and he's going to do bad things. That's my prediction. I got Sean Brady winning this one. Next, very, very cool fight. Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortes Acosta. Waldo Cortes Acosta has a lot of hype right now. Everyone wants to see a new heavyweight prospect rise through the rankings. And I agree. I think that the heavyweight needs someone like Waldo because he's a finisher. But I don't know if this is his time yet. I really think that Alexander Volkov is going to do a good job of keeping the distance, keeping him away from him, landing his teeps, his ones and twos, and just kind of fighting like a veteran and getting the job done to win some kind of decision, slowing Waldo down. Waldo kind of, I wouldn't say struggled to finish a barely breathing Derek Lewis, but he didn't look the greatest. So I wouldn't be surprised, moving up against someone like Volkov, who has fought the literal best in the division. He fought Derek Lewis when Derek Lewis was Derek Lewis, Derek Lewis. I mean, he beat Almeida. He lost to Cyril Gahn, but still, I mean, he beat Pavlovich, beat the barely breathing Tai Tuivasa. Yeah, I got Volkov winning just by being a little bit more tenured in the sport. Next, I am the most excited for this fight. Tatsuro Taira versus Joshua Van, championship flyweight bout, my weight class. This will be my belt one day. Whoa! Tatsuro Taira minus 170 favorite, as I think he should be. I think it should be more, honestly. I think that Tatsuro Taira has some of the best grappling in the UFC, and I think that he does a really good job pairing his striking style with his grappling. He doesn't put himself out of position. I could glaze Tatsuro Taira all day. I love his style. It's something I want to emulate all the time, and he's a back take wizard. I just don't know if Joshua Van can stop the takedowns, and I really think that that's what happened against Pantoja. I think Pantoja would have gotten him to the ground and made him drown, slowed him down, and slowed down that boxing. I think Tatsuro could do a really good job of slowing him down in that first round, getting him to the ground, making him feel some pressure, and go along the 5-minute rounds that they're going to go through, and just keep on wearing him down with the constant pressure, the grappling. And I don't think Tatsuro Taira has really good defensive mechanics too on his feet. He does a really good job with his movement. He doesn't put himself in danger too much. And I don't know, man. I could really see Tatsuro Taira just running away with this fight and being super dominant. Minus 170, to me, feels a little underpriced. I think it should be more. But, I've been wrong before, as we know. But I'm going to go with Tatsuro Taira becoming the new UFC flyweight champion. And next, we have the main event, the most talked about controversial fight that we've had in a minute. This is like an actual beef fight. We've been missing beef in the UFC, like guys actually hating each other. This is the first fight in a long time where I feel like two guys actually don't like each other. It's not a gimmick, not a show. This is actual hatred. There's real racism going on here. All right. We have Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Again, striker versus grappler. But Sean Strickland, you guys are going to call me crazy here. Sean Strickland has some of the best takedown defense in the UFC. I think, this is just me, I think that Sean Strickland is going to do a really good job of stuffing Khamzat's takedowns. I think he's going to do a good job of getting Khamzat tired. And my opinions just swayed a lot more after seeing Khamzat just do what he did on the scale. He looked miserable trying to get on the scale. And he was late to weigh in a little bit, I think. And he looked like he was dying. His body language was terrible. Armin said he cut like 41 pounds, which just isn't good, especially when you have a 5-minute rounds the next day. And he's been known to gas out. He didn't gas out in his last fight against DDP, but DDP wasn't fighting back, bro. I mean, it's hard to gas out when someone's not fighting back on the ground. But I think that Sean has really good takedown defense and has a striking style that's able to stop Khamzat from just pressuring. And I mean, I could see Sean taking this. I'm not going to lie. I could see him fraud trekking Khamzat. I know that Khamzat's dangerous on the feet too, but I'm telling you, the takedown defense of Sean, with seeing how bad Khamzat looked on the scale and how depleted he looked, cutting 41 pounds, I think that's going to play a big difference in this fight. And I'm not just saying that to rage bait. I'm being dead serious. I think that, because look at the last fight. Everyone was saying, oh, Fluffy's just going to take Sean down. He's going to take Sean down. How'd that go? Same scenario. I know Khamzat's probably a better grappler, and he's been working on his cardio, this, that, and the third. But that scale means a lot. And seeing how Khamzat looked on that scale, Sean at plus 425, I love it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you should be putting Khamzat in your parlays. This is a prime opportunity for Sean to upset the world again, just like he did with Izzy. So I'm definitely going to be tossing a few of my bones on Sean Strickland this weekend. So that's my final pick. I think Sean Strickland takes it. Call it controversial, call it clip farming, rage baiting. I don't care. I really believe that Sean Strickland can get it done. And it's just lame picking Khamzat. Like, come on. Like, he's minus 575. And I really do. I'm not just saying this. I really do think that Sean has a path to victory. And yeah, those are my UFC 328 predictions. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. Again, I always say I'm going to try to post more on YouTube, but I honestly just don't know what to post besides vlogs, I guess. But I'm always just training so much. I'm training so hard right now for my first professional fight in 3 weeks. Guys, I fight in 3 weeks. First professional fight. I had an 8-0 amateur career. I'm moving up to the pros to fight my first fight at 125. My second fight at 125, but my first professional fight. And I'm super excited. If you guys want to get tickets, I'll leave the link below. If you guys want to watch pay-per-view, I'll put the link below as well. Merch link will be in the description and all my socials. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, for following along on my journey, and make sure you guys hit the like button. I love all you guys. You guys are so handsome, beautiful, and I love you guys. Peace.